That took longer than I thought. Oh, I love seeing Bianca off to school.
Speaking of Bianca, how has she been adjusting to Tonio's death?
Oh, she's doing very, very well. You know, that was the one good thing he did, his one Christian act, if I may call it that, taking her in. She's just so cute, isn't she?
Yeah.
I mean, she's so small. I always feel that she's much younger than she is. And yet, there she is. She's finishing up her freshman year at college. Oh, I want these years to be the happiest years of her life. Don't you think they should be?
Actually, they were difficult times for me. I had a lot of family problems at the time. What about you, though? Were you a wild, crazy college co-ed?
Me? Hey, I never went to college. I wish. No. I was too busy. I was busy scratching around, getting enough money to get away from my father.
I don't think I've ever heard you mention your father.
Well, I don't mention my father. He's not worth mentioning. He was no good.
Oh, Lucinda.
Well, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Anyway, it's ancient history. Gave me backbone, gave me grit so that I could acquire all this. Yes. Yes, Marla. No. You know my position on extras. What? When? Oh. Look, I can't make a decision on that quickly. I'll have to call you back.
What is it? What happened?
Darryl Crawford's pretty wife was murdered last night.
What a gloomy day.
Yeah.
Guess neither of us slept very well last night, huh?
Oh, Franny, it was so horrible finding her.
I know, Dana.
She just looked so small and weak. Franny, she couldn't even run away from... Only I hadn't gone out.
Whoa. You have got to stop blaming yourself for what happened.
I can't. I was so stupid when that man called. I practically gave him instructions on how to get me out of that house.
You said that Carolyn insisted that you go out. If she hadn't encouraged you to go, then there could have been 2 of you killed last night.
Good morning. Oh.
Hi, Mom. You remember Dana Lambert?
Well, yes, I do. Hi,
We
Dana.
got in very late last night. I just asked her to stay.
Oh, well, it's nice to see you. Excuse me.
Hello?
Good morning. Seems kind of strange under the circumstances, but I wanted to be the first to wish you a happy anniversary.
Thank you. The same to you.
Franny, please don't think I'm being selfish, but what is going to happen now with the baby?
Hey, Daryl, you want some coffee?
No, thanks.
Come on, it'll do you good. Might even be drinkable.
Margot, I want to thank you for bringing me home last night. I don't think I could have stayed in that house.
No, you couldn't, not now, but in time.
I don't think so. We had so many hopes attached to it. The baby.
Come on, Daryl. There'll be plenty of time to sort all that out later. Don't worry.
You know, I keep going over my mind the fact that I was here having dinner with you while Carolyn was alone in that house with her murderer. She must have been so frightened.
Don't do this to yourself. Now stop it. Just a minute. I'm just gonna go see if I make up a bottle for the baby.
No, sweetie, that's all right. I'm capable of making my own baby's bottle.
Oh, okay.
Could I hold him?
Sure. He's awful heavy. Getting cooperative these days.
Hi.
Whoa, man, that is great. It's Higgins, one of the guys they brought in last night, finally confessed to over 28 local robberies since last fall. They've got a warehouse full of the stuff they stole. That's great, Higgins. You keep up that kind of work.
So you finally got what you wanted, Darryl. All of it. But if it takes me the rest of my life, I'll prove you were somehow responsible for Carolyn's murder.
As the world turns.
You curlers, clip it,
Push it.
pull it, die it.
spray, tease it.
Rip it.
We're doing damage every day. Rave to save the day.
New Rave All-in-One not only cleans and conditions, it encircles hair with protective ingredients that help prevent damage from styling abuse.
Protect your hair with Rave. Protect your hair with Rave.
All-in-one.
The persistent pungence of perch. The lingering odor of linguine. Because odors can pile up along with greasy dishes, we're introducing Joy with a new scent like fresh-cut lemon. A lemon formula so sensational odors and grease seem to disappear into thin air. And Joy rinses so clean, all that's left is shine. Now, even with the everlasting enchilada, new Joy means all you smell is clean. All you see is shine.
It's impossible. Georgia red clay ground into my son's uniform. It's impossible to keep his pants white. I didn't even think Tide with bleach could get them white.
You'll see. Take a dirty sock. Gets only this white with other detergents, but Tide with bleach gets it gleaming white.
They looked as good as if I'd used liquid bleach. He looked great. Thanks, Tide. Jan Ralston.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide.
Okay. Yeah, well, you beat me to the punch. I was going to wait and call you after breakfast and wish you a happy anniversary.
Well, I'm afraid I can't take you dancing yet, but how about dinner here?
Well, I would like that very much. What would you like to have me bring?
Just you.
Okay. Well, since you're going to take care of dinner, why don't I stop by with some lunch on my way to the studio?
Well, that'd be great. You know, one thing I've learned through all of this, I'm not one to live well alone.
Oh, come on now. You're not alone. You've got nurses running in and out of that apartment all hours of the day and night.
Yeah, but they don't come here to see me. They come here to take my pulse, my blood pressure, my temperature. It's like a bunch of mechanics working on an antique Packard.
No. Nobody's ever going to mistake you for an antique Packard. You're not worth that much money.
Well, aren't we a bundle of laughs? You know, I miss us. I don't mean just you. I miss us.
Oh, sweetheart.
You know what I mean. You always know what I mean.
Yes. I know. Tell you the truth, I miss us, too. You know something? I better get started with breakfast. I've got company
about
this
this,
morning.
about
just
this
walked in.
author Claiborne, and well, he'd had dinner at Mona Lisa last night. It wasn't until I saw the news on television this morning that I was able to put the whole thing together. Honestly, I can't believe it. I just can't.
What, Lisa? You can't believe what?
Mom, I haven't even gotten a chance to tell you. Last night, Carolyn Crawford was murdered.
Oh, my God. No.
It was all my fault.
What? What do you mean?
Daryl was over at Tom and Margot's. Dana and Carolyn were alone at the house when Dana received a call from a man that she assumed was Bill Harper asking her to come down to the cellar. When she got there, Bill had no idea what she was talking about. While she was away...
Thank you. My darling girl, I am so sorry.
I certainly remember how it was like when Earl was killed. I think maybe I should try to talk with Daryl.
Why, I know he spent the night at Tom and Margot's. He may still be there.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad he did that. I think it's the worst thing in the whole world for a person to stay in the house all alone when you've lost someone you've loved.
Yes. Well, now, you know what I should do is make us some tea. You wait right here, darling. I'll be right back.
Let me come help.
Okay.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Well, I can see they've heard the news. Hi. How are you doing this morning?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Look,
Dana, my specialty isn't OBGYN, but trauma this early in a pregnancy can be hard on you and your passenger. Maybe it's a good idea if you went over and saw Dr. Samuels this morning. Just stop by and let her take a look at you.
All right.
Okay. Have you had a chance to speak to Margot or Daryl this morning?
No, I haven't. I think Daryl probably has enough to think about as it is. Don't you?
No, Marlowe. I don't care if the story has been picked up. No, I don't want anything sensational. Daryl Crawford is not only a client, he
What's she
is
talking about?
a friend.
Didn't you see the TV news this morning?
No.
Daryl Crawford's wife was murdered in their home last night, apparently by burglars.
That's right. Dignified. Thank you, Marlowe.
Listen, I think we ought to put DeWitt business on hold for the time being. I would imagine that's about the last thing he has on his mind.
Well, who knows? Sometimes when something bad has happened, business gets it off your mind, you know? By the way, Lily said that you had gone out with Ted Bronson, her executive.
We dated a few times in New York, but we're really not very close.
Oh, good. Thank you. I was getting worried. We've had enough love lost to competitors. Look at him. We've got him and Kirk and Ellie,
Well, you
Holden and Lily.
Nothing to worry about with me. And Ted is very loyal to Lily's company. In fact, I think he has a bit of a crush on her.
Great. Is he cute?
Forget it, Lucinda. Holden and Lily are in love, you know, like Romeo and Juliet.
Let's not talk about tragedy so early in the day. Oh, Connor.
Yes?
There's a training program. There's an opening at Walsh, and your brother is getting out of college, isn't he? Look, if he's got half your brains, I think you should set up an appointment for him.
Well, that's really nice of you, Lucinda, but I think he's going to be staying on a bit at SUNY Binghamton.
Binghamton? I don't understand that. That's very strange to me. You went to Bryn Mawr, you went to Harvard. Why would your brother go to a public college?
Well, I assure you it's not for lack of grades. It's more a lack of family funds.
Oh, well, why don't you talk to Gavin Kruger about it? Maybe you could find a scholarship for your brother, just as he did for you. Oh. Yes, Marlowe. Oh, hi, Margot. Yes, I did hear about it. Oh, Daryl's there? Of course, we wouldn't want to discuss business. Just ask him anything I can do. Will you extend my condolences?
Yeah, okay, Lucinda, I will.
Daryl, Gary told me what happened this morning. Oh, darling, I'm so sorry.
It's hard to believe I'll never see her again, or that I...
Oh. Have you talked with your parents?
No.
Do you want me to call them for you?
Yeah, thank you, Lila. I can't really say it.
I know. Oh, I know. What about Carolyn's family?
I spoke to her Uncle Charles last night. Daryl spoke to him this morning. Charles is going to notify the family.
Daryl, that was Lucinda. She sends her sympathies. She said to let her know if there's anything she can do.
I guess I better make arrangements to fly back to Des Moines with, you know, I don't even know when the authorities are going to release me.
I spoke to Mac. He said the autopsy will be finished this morning and they'll release her body to you then.
Okay, thanks. I'll call Charles to arrange for the jet. Oh, my Lord, I don't even have any. Maybe I better go back to the house and get a few things, huh?
Okay, I'll go with you.
Hello? Franny.
The first time I switched pain relievers, it was from aspirin to Tylenol. Then recently, I switched again, from Tylenol acetaminophen to Advil. You see, I got these really pounding headaches, and I found Tylenol didn't always get rid of all the pain. So I tried Advil and found that for my really tough headaches, 2 Advil worked better than 2 regular strength Tylenol, better than extra strength Tylenol, better than Tylenol gel caps. For my tough headaches, Advil just works better. Advil, advanced medicine for pain.
much is love at first bite. Love it all day and love it all night. Toffee, popcorn, peanuts taste so right. Crunch and merge, love at first bite.
Cutting back on sausage? Try new light sausage from Swift Premium Brown and Serve. 76% fat-free, 100% great taste.
Hey, I got my sausage back.
New light sausage from Swift Premium Brown and Serve.
If you're cooking healthier, now you're going to love cooking healthier with new Wesson canola oil. Because even when you're using an oil that's low in saturated fat, you want your food to taste good, right? That's why we made new Wesson canola oil. It's 94% saturated fat-free and cholesterol-free. And in taste tests with Puritan oil, more people preferred Wesson canola oil overall. That's good news for the food you cook and the people you cook it for. So try new Wesson canola oil. Healthy cooking never tasted so good.
She used the mob to cry wolf.
How come you telling lies about me?
And guess who showed up at her door? Scene of the crime. Tonight, it's too hot to sleep. When her baby disappeared, she swore someday she would find him. Join Gregory Harrison for extraordinary mysteries solved by ordinary people. True Detectives Friday.
Can I get you a little orange juice to go with that? You know, our avoiding each other, except professionally, just doesn't feel natural to me.
But it's necessary.
I don't think it is. You know, one thing I realize, when I leave here, no matter what happens, it's got to be right.
There's a sight for sore eyes. Susan, where'd you get in?
No, I got in on the red eye.
Did you bring Emily with you?
No, she's still in L.A., but she's out of the hospital. She's back at work.
Well, that's good news. She gave us a hell of a scare. Listen, you got a minute? Because I could sure use some advice.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't know if I'm the person to ask for advice.
You strike me as a wise woman. And I know you're a friend of Lila's, so you might be able to help me out. The other evening, I told Lila that I would like our friendship to be more than just a friendship. And she just has been avoiding me like the plague ever since. I can't figure it out. What is it? I mean, is she just not over Casey or what?
I don't know. I'll tell you what I think. I think that she was so hurt when he died that she doesn't want the pain anymore.
Well, how can I fight that? I mean, I can't give her any guarantees.
I don't know. I wish I had the answer for you, but I don't.
Hey!
Hey!
Glad to have you back.
Hey. How are you?
Hey. Susan, thanks for the talk. I'm going to find Lila and have a little one with her.
Last time I heard, she was over at Tom and Margot.
Well, that's where I'll start then.
Cal, there's something you should know. Carolyn Crawford was murdered last night. Daryl is at Tom and Margot's now.
Did you and your accomplices hit a place last night on Charleston Road? Answer me, damn it.
We were nowhere near there.
Now, we know that's not true. Now, one of your pals is already cracked. He told us you cleaned out a house a half a mile away.
That's a lie.
I know you're scared, son, but... Okay, you're not scared. But I wasn't lying. One of your so-called friends has already started talking, and if I were you, I'd start talking too. Now, what happened last night? Hi, Murph. Take him back to his cell.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, Duncan. Didn't you sell Mr. Crawford his security system?
No, I gave it to him as a gift. He's got a business in Des Moines. He didn't want to leave his wife unprotected. That's why I bought it myself, for all the bloody good it did.
Listen, Mac, Daryl Crawford's a client of mine. I'd like to have as much information as possible before I see him.
Well, here's the police report. He was in pretty bad shape, so Margot and Tom took him home with them last night.
Lieutenant McCluskey?
Yeah?
I'm going to go back to Des Moines today. Is that going to be a problem?
No, I don't see any reason to detain you. Just, if you leave a number where you can be reached.
You can call me at this number, day or night.
No, we seem to be pretty close to solving this case. One of the burglars we picked up last night, Told us about a warehouse where they stash their loot. If there's anything there from the Crawford house, we certainly have the motive.
You seem to be overlooking a more insidious motive.
Such as?
Such as a great deal of money. I haven't read Carolyn's will, but I'm sure she left everything to Darryl. He's probably a multi-millionaire this morning.
Aren't you Carolyn's lawyer? Why didn't you draw up the will yourself?
Well, because of our close personal relationship, I thought best that be left to one of my associates.
Oh, and who was that?
Tyler Adams. There's something else that you should know. Day before yesterday, I overheard Darryl and Carolyn talking. She asked him for a divorce.
Can anyone else confirm that?
No, but I'm sure she wrote about it in her journal. She liked to keep a record of everything important that happened in her life. I used to tease her about publishing it one day.
Well, do you know where she kept that journal?
Probably in her bedroom somewhere. I know she used to like to write at night before she went to sleep.
Would you recognize it?
Absolutely. It was leather with gold initials.
Well, would you mind going back to the house to look for it?
Not at all.
Well, that'll be a big help. Now, if that's all, I've got some other suspects to question now that one of them is talking.
Why waste your time? Why don't you concentrate on someone who had a motive? Someone who stood to inherit a great deal of money. Someone clever enough to make it look like a burglary.
Because I color my hair, how I take care of it makes an incredible difference. Now I have L'Oreal's Discovery Color Vive Technicare Conditioner. It has an ultraviolet filter that protects and cares for my hair, so my color stays truer, longer. Color Vive Technicare gives me the special care I need to keep my color alive. Color Vive Technicare by L'Oreal. And I'm worth it.
Take a close look at Prego spaghetti sauce and Ragu original style. You can see more herbs and spices with Prego, and Prego's thicker. If you're looking for great homemade taste, Prego won't let you down. It's in there.
There's something about ice cream. Picture my daughter Judy's first girl-boy party. She wanted it so grown up, but the boys raced around. The girls moped till I let them make ice cream sundaes, bringing boys and girls together. There's just something about ice cream.
Fisher-Price knows how much children love the great outdoors, so we try to make it even greater by making a water barrow that produces a steady flow of laughter, a bubble mower that's no work and all play, and a saxophone that blows more than music, all of which make children feel as good inside as they do outside.
Drusilla Barber's dream to dance her way into his heart.
I will be out there dancing in front of Nathan.
But will a cruel twist of fate destroy it all?
Drusilla, do not move. You can't cancel my recital. You can't do that to me.
The young and the restless. CBS supports Education First Week.
Dr. and Mrs. Robert Hughes.
In the name of God, I, Robert, take you, Kimberly, to be my wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or worse, in sickness and in health, to love and cherish until we're parted by death.
I, Kimberly, take you, Robert, to be my husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or worse, in sickness and health, to love and cherish until we're parted by death.
Hold on, I'm on my way.
Happy
Hi.
anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You and Kim each get a bouquet exactly alike, my dear.
Well, thank you. That's very nice of you. Can I offer you some bagels and coffee?
Oh, well, thank you. I don't really think I feel like it, Bob. I'm still a little shaky from the news.
What news?
Haven't heard. Carolyn Crawford was murdered last night.
Good Lord. How did that happen?
All they know is that someone broke into the house, and then poor little Dana came home last night and found the garden doors had been broken into, and Carolyn was just lying there, and it's awful. It's just terrible. It's so unfair because Carolyn and Daryl were so happy. They loved each other so.
Quickly our lives can be changed.
Well, let's talk about happy things, shall we? Kim told me that the two of you are going to have dinner together here tonight. I think that is a step in the right direction. You know what I want to do? I want my chef at Mona Lisa to prepare a beautiful dinner and cater it for the two of you. I won't take no for an answer.
Well, you're not going to hear no. I really appreciate that. In fact, I was going to call you and ask you to do me a favor.
Oh, Bob, ask away. Anything. The moon.
Well, I don't need exactly the moon, but I do need an anniversary present from my wife, and I was going to ask you to pick one up for me.
Oh, I'd love to. Maybe something with just gobs of diamonds.
No, I don't think she's the gobs of diamonds type. Just something classy and very beautiful.
Oh, that would be Kim. Classy and very beautiful. Well, hi, Susan. Well, Doctor, seems like you have a wide range in taste.
Get your things. I'll get a suitcase.
They're in the dressing room down the hall.
I guess it's true what they say. The criminal does return to the scene of the crime. No! Get back!
Whoever said life begins at 40 obviously hasn't turned 50 yet. We want to extend these good years, so we've made some changes. The right foods, a little exercise, and because our nutritional needs have changed, we've changed our multivitamin tablet. We take Geritol Extend with all the vitamins we need. It's made for folks over 50. Geritol Extend, because you're as young as you feel.
The day my loan application was being reviewed and I'm out of antiperspirant. So I used my daughter's Suave antiperspirant. That loan officer checked everything. My credit rating, my bank accounts, everything. Even so, I stayed cool and dry. That Suave worked great. And when I found out it's less expensive, I switched.
It sure pays to spend your money wisely.
Suave antiperspirant. So effective, you won't believe the price.
Dieters have different needs, so Accutrim created different formulas.
My appetite was huge until Accutrim Maximum Strength.
I'd lose my willpower after 3 until I found late day.
I'd eat all day without Accutrim 16-hour.
Accutrim, one is right for you.
Alka-Seltzer's Laws of Indigestion, Law number 7. The one food you cannot tolerate will always be served by your in-laws.
Have some sauce.
For indigestion with headache, you need Alka-Seltzer because there's no law against fast relief.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
On May 3rd, Dallas is... Dallas the final episode. Trust us, it ends with a bang.
This is CBS.
Why is everyone racing to Azalea Mall now through April 20th? Here's a hint. It rhymes with parade. So march on over before our spring parade fades.
Forbidden fruit. Was this woman murdered by her own husband for having an affair with a local priest? Find out on Hard Copy.
Get the hard facts today at 5:30. Then join Charles Fishburne and Lisa LaFata for the 6 p.m. report right here on TV6.
They're bankable, and in many cases, they're the boss. They're Hollywood's most powerful women. The inside story is only on Entertainment Tonight.
Catch the stars tonight at 7 on TV6. Then stay tuned for Family Feud at 7:30. It's TV's hottest hour.
This Wednesday, Leggett is closing its doors until noon to prepare for the biggest sale event of the season.
Come on, it's a great sale.
The Founders Day's preview sale gives you the jump start on savings up to 40% on men's, women's, and children's apparel, shoes, accessories, and more. The savings start at noon Wednesday at Leggett.
The Moonlight Bike Classic, April 26th at Innsbruck.
And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Cool down, Darryl. What the hell is he doing here?
You, sorry, I didn't realize anyone was here.
We're looking for a few of Mr. Crawford's things to take.
Why are you here?
We're here to look for your wife's journal that she kept. I was wondering if you might have an idea where it is.
Why would my wife's personal journal be of any interest to the police?
Because Carolyn kept a record of everything important that happened to her. Her innermost thoughts were in that journal. It might give the police a clue as to who the murderer really was.
She usually kept it in the safe. It was stolen with all the other things.
So why would Carolyn keep it in the safe where she had no easy access to it?
You know, I never asked, Arthur. Maybe it was because it was very personal, like you just said.
Then why would anybody steal the journal?
Maybe for the same reason they stole your IOU.
DeWitt is going to be a real goldmine, Lucinda. Take a look at this. This is the bottom line that I projected for the company, even with a very costly new ad campaign.
Oh, I can always count on you, Connor.
I hope so.
So I wonder if Darryl will stay in Oakdale. His wife was the real reason they came here in the first place.
Why? Why can't life be more like business? Business is so neat and so simple. I mean, you put your assets there, you got them, you win, but life is so messy. Those two nice people had everything working for them, including me. It just doesn't seem right. Should I fax these to the home office?
No, I want to add something. A little memo is going along. I'm going to make you executive in charge, sole executive in charge of DeWitt. It's the least I can do to thank you for all the work that you put in. I think I'm going to get dressed and go over to Margot's and pay a call in person on Darryl. You want to come with me?
Oh, no, please. I'm really bad at that sort of thing.
You would have seen her in the Lang funeral. All right, you two stay and work hard. Remember, success is a fickle friend. Coming and going only too quickly.
She's quite the philosopher this morning, isn't she?
Very funny.
Hey, what's bugging you? This news about Carolyn stirred up some old memories of when you met Crawford?
I really don't want to talk about this, all right?
Well, then how about a toast to your new promotion? Another feather in your already impressive cap. It seems as though your plan is working to the letter, just like mine.
Darryl must feel like he's living in one of those recurrent nightmares. I mean, not long ago, he lost his father-in-law in a similar circumstance.
You mean he was murdered?
No, not exactly. But burglars broke into the house when it was the servant's night off. Old Nate was alone. I guess the shock gave him a heart attack because when Carolyn and Darryl came home, the house was ransacked and there was Nate, dead on the landing.
Well, little Casey is fast asleep. Oh, thanks, Mama. Why don't you come down and sit and relax and be my mom and not my baby's nurse, huh?
Speaking of nurse, I've got to go back to the hospital.
You need a lift?
Thank you, but I have my van.
Why, are you okay?
I don't know if I'll ever be okay again.
Darryl, I talked with your parents. They've made arrangements to drive to Des Moines.
Okay, great, thanks.
Hey, listen, we are here to help you. Okay, you remember that.
Right.
I've got to go to work now, but I'll come see you before you leave, okay? Daryl, I wish I could say more than I'm sorry, but if you need any legal help, just let me know.
Well, you could start by getting Arthur Claiborne barred from my house. He was there when Tom and I just went back there.
From what I understand, he was there with the police to help look for Carolyn's journal. They thought it might shed some light on the investigation.
Yeah, well, those are her personal thoughts. I mean, do they have to be dragged into this?
Hey, did he find the journal?
No. Carolyn kept it in the safe. It was stolen along with everything else.
Well, that's strange. Why would a burglar take a woman's diary?
I'm sure they didn't take time to sort through things. If something's in a safe, you assume it's valuable.
All right. Well, thanks a lot. All right. Daryl, I have some news. Higgins got the results of the autopsy, and as we thought, your wife died of suffocation from the pillow being held to her face. Now, they've just gotten the address of the warehouse where the burglars have stashed their take. Higgins is at the station. He's waiting to bring you there. Hopefully, you'll be able to ID some of the things that were taken, which will give us a clear motive and wrap this thing up and catch your wife's killers.
If only that could bring Carolyn back.
Fresher with powder. Drier with powder. FDS has powder, so you're fresher, drier. Safe, gentle, feminine deodorant protection with powder. Be confident with FDS.
You know, country folk, we all have big families and we all love to talk. Us Winnettes found a way to gab without risking the farm. We each joined MCI's friends and family. When I call Uncle Gerald or anyone else on my list, or when they call me, we save an extra 20%. An extra 20% off MCI's rates that are already low. Now, all I've got to do is get MCI to take Confederate money.
Call 1-800-444-LIST.
All you needed to feel fresh then was baby powder. And it's all you need now. New Playtex Baby Powder Tampons. A light, gentle scent. Playtex New Edition Baby Powder Tampons.
It's all you need to feel baby powder fresh.
Look who lost 354 pounds, and here's how.
Well, I lost 30 pounds in 3 months with Ultra Slim Fast.
I lost 25 pounds in 3 months.
I lost 40 pounds in 4 months with Ultra Slim Fast.
I lost those last 10 hard-to-lose pounds in only a month.
They all did it with a delicious Ultra Slim Fast shake for breakfast, another for lunch, and then a sensible dinner.
You want to feel great? Lose weight.
If we can do it, you can do it. Ultra Slim Fast.
Give us a week, we'll take off the weight.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. See, my timing is as impeccable as ever.
Come on in.
Thanks. Hi, Larry. Hi. How are you? I gotta say, you look great. Whoops. Now, who could that be, I wonder? Can I use your phone?
Sure, go ahead. Put a quarter in that jar right next to it there, will you?
I gotta go.
Thanks for coming by.
Listen, it was the only excuse I could think of not to unpack all those boxes back at the carriage house.
I wish I could help you.
All right. I have to go. I have an emergency. I'm sorry. I'll be back soon for a real visit, I promise.
Good.
I'll walk you out.
Okay, thanks.
Well, take care of yourself.
You take care of yourself, too.
Oh, hi, Kim.
So as soon as Tonio is pronounced legally dead, Lucinda and I can proceed with taking over the riverfront project.
Well, you know that Barbara and I have agreed to move Fashions to the project when it is completed, but the thought of Lucy being my landlady that's more than I can bear.
Lisa, I think her bark is a little worse than her bite.
No, I think that half of Oakdale would not agree with that statement. Let me name some people who have been bitten. There's Johnny Boy, and there's...
Margot, dear, I thought I'd just come by in person to extend my sympathy to Daryl.
Oh, well, it's likely she's here to just dig up some dirt for her old rag sheet.
Oh, all right. Hello, Duncan.
How are you,
Now,
Lucinda?
Lisa, what happened? How did burglars get through that state-of-the-art security system that you gave the Crawfords?
Well, from what I've heard, these people weren't amateurs.
No, they're definitely not. They're the ones responsible for the epidemic of burglaries that Oakdale's been experiencing the last 5 months.
Except up until now, nobody was murdered.
No, that's true, but up until now, nobody's been home before.
Oh, poor lady.
Never. Invalid lady. Not safe in her own house alone.
Hello. Oh, Tom, when are you coming home?
I don't know how long I'm going to be. We're about to head to the warehouse now and check that out.
Dana, can I have a word with you?
Okay, that's it. I'll just get my coat.
How you doing?
Still waiting to wake up from this nightmare.
Dana just had her checkup with Dr. Samuels. She and the baby are doing just fine.
Okay. I have another favor to ask you. I'm making arrangements to take Carolyn back to Des Moines. I'd rather Dana didn't stay at the house.
Of course, she's more than welcome to stay with us. We've got plenty of room now that Serena's gone.
Thanks. The list of favors just keeps getting longer.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that Carolyn was writing in her journal last night. I can't be certain.
And she didn't ask you to put it in the safe with the other things?
No. All she asked me to put in the safe was a pair of diamond earrings and a ladybug charm on a gold chain that was a gift from Mr. Crawford.
Okay, you guys ready?
Whenever you are, Joe.
Ready for what?
We're going to check this list of stolen items against things at the warehouse.
Did you find the journal?
What do tax experts do to lower their taxes? This year, these experts are entering the VO5 sweepstakes. VO5 will pay the personal 1990 federal income tax for 100 winners. To enter, just call the phone number on the back of specially marked bottles of VO5 shampoo and conditioner. VO5, the shampoo with 3 special ingredients to clean and 2 for manageability. Now makes everything more manageable, even your taxes.
Are you sure you can't stay, honey?
I really can't.
Your ticket, sir?
I've changed my mind.
Great. The bag.
Diet Sprite. It's the only diet soft drink with the great taste of lime.
Oh, honey, about staying, I've changed my mind.
Great.
I'm staying.
When you want to change, Diet Sprite.
Why does Tylenol allergy medicine have a sinus medicine in it? Because allergies can be more than watery eyes, more than itching, more than sneezing. Many come with sinus pressure and pain. For more than simple allergies, you need more than single ingredient relief. Tylenol Allergy Sinus has 3 powerful medicines to relieve all your allergy symptoms. It's more complete relief. Tylenol Allergy Sinus. Allergy relief clear to your sinuses.
Smelly, rotten mildew stains? Try X14. It's better. Compare 3 sprays of Tylex to just 1 spray of X14. In minutes, the X14 side is dramatically cleaner without scrubbing. Try X14. It's better.
This way to get rid of corns is dangerous, but Dr. Scholl's corn removers are clinically proven safe and effective. Within 5 applications, the painful corn will be replaced with new, softer skin. We guarantee it. Dr. Scholl's corn removers.
I've decided it would be best if I didn't move back home when I'm released from the hospital. I'm going back to the apartment for a while.
Hey, what planet are you on?
Oh, I'm in the twilight zone.
I'm sorry I walked in on you and Bob this morning. I'm famous for my lousy timing. Just ask Franny.
It's okay. I just wish that, we had been gone before Kim showed up.
She seemed to take it all in stride.
She's a lady. What can I say?
Hey, Susan.
Hey, hi.
Hi, landlady.
Oh, Lila. Did Cal find you?
Yeah.
I think you should know he made a point of telling me that you've been avoiding him.
I am not looking for a serious involvement, so why is it so difficult for people to understand that?
I wouldn't let him get away too quick if I were you.
No, really, he's a great guy. He has no strings attached. He's good looking. He's rich.
Then why don't you go after him?
Because he happens to be crazy about you.
Hey, 3 of my favorite people all in one spot.
Hi.
I gotta get back to the lab.
Yeah, I'll walk you back.
See you later.
Adios. Listen, Lila, before you make some excuse and run away from me again, I got a couple things that I have to say. Now, it was never my intention for a minute to make you uncomfortable. Now, if you want our friendship just to go on being just ordinary friendship, well, I can do that. Or if you want me to just butt out of your life entirely, I mean, I would miss you, but I could handle that. But I'll tell you, after what I went through with Emma, I'm not just going to wait around and wait for you to change your mind. So now that I've said that, I would appreciate it if you'd be as candid with me as I've been with you, Mrs. Brady.
More and more, I'm realizing I should have never told you the truth about myself in the stables that
Connor,
day.
I told you. I didn't tell Link anything.
Yeah, well, he still thinks there's something going on between us because he saw you kissing me yesterday.
Well, I hate to tell you, but it gets worse.
What?
Apparently, Link overheard me talking to you about our little secret before I kissed you.
Well, no wonder he's so paranoid. Kirk, I told you never, ever mention this in the office.
Well, I wish I hadn't, because then Ellie overheard Link asking me about what he overheard me telling you before I kissed you.
Don't you realize that all of our careful planning could go right out the window if you...
Hello.
How is Daryl?
I didn't get to see him. The police took him to some warehouse. Look at stolen goods, see if you could identify it. Well, what have you two been up to?
No, we searched the warehouse and none of our things were there.
I thought the MO of your break-in was the same as those of all the other burglaries in the area.
It was.
Hello. Yes, just one moment. Here's Daryl, it's your pilot. Oh, Tom, I am so worried about your father and Kim. I stopped by Bob's place on the way over here, and who do you think showed up like the proverbial bad penny?
Had no idea Susan was back in town.
Not only is she back, but loaded for bear. You wanted to give your father a really wonderful anniversary present. Why don't you give her a one-way ticket out of this town? I mean, that's what that hussy deserves.
You know, Mom, I know you want Dad and Kim to get back together, but I was over there last night and had a conversation with him, and I told him whatever choice he makes, I support it.
Oh, well, we're cleared for a noon takeoff.
Okay, well, Tom and I'll drive you to the airport.
I better call Uncle Charles, tell him I'm coming home.
Oh, man, when I see what poor Daryl is going through, we are lucky people, baby.
Don't forget it.
Uncle Charles, it's Daryl. I just wanted you to know that I've made the arrangements and I'll be bringing Carolyn home today.
Whoa, let go my ego.
Todd, you've got your own ummi.
This is ummi. That Eggo waffle is ummi. All warm and crispy. Let's go to a distraction technique.
Whoops. Hey, not so fast.
Oh, sure. He gets the bigger bedroom and the Eggo. Life is not fair. Okay, gotta pull out all the stops.
Okay, here you go.
Nutritious Eggo waffles, also in delicious nut and honey.
Cuteness. It's a cheap trick, but it works.
Joanna.
Charles.
Theirs was a love affair. A love of butter stopped short by cholesterol.
I've dreamt of giving you this.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe it's not butter is still the only spread flavored with real sweet cream buttermilk for a fresh butter taste, but without the cholesterol to spoil the romance.
I never thought I'd be swept off my feet again.
I can't believe it's not butter. The taste you love without the cholesterol.
How do I know which coffee to get?
Just look for Juan Valdez.
Right.
Buenos dias.
I just saw Juan Valdez.
Of course. He's on every can of Colombian coffee.
When you see him, you know you're getting the richest coffee in the world.
Oh.
If you want 100% Colombian coffee, just look for Juan Valdez. You can't miss him.
Hey, what's the matter?
I can't find Franny anywhere. She's not at home. She's not at the center. I don't know where she is.
Oh, sit down. Let's cry on each other's shoulders.
Uh-oh. What happened with Bob before I got there to break up the action?
There wasn't any action. Mostly we just, talked about our children. But I was reminded of something you said once. Talk about out of the mouths of babes.
Oh, so you think I'm a babe, huh?
Let's face it, you are. Anyway, do you remember what you said about you felt that you were still in competition for Franny, even though Sean was out of the picture now?
Yeah.
Well, I kept thinking about that when I was talking to Bob. It's so weird, you know, to know that you have very special feelings for someone, and to have to face the fact that they may never return those feelings, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Ain't that the truth?
Did you find everything you need?
You bet. Doing just fine. Actually, I'm just making a simple lunch, nothing fancy.
Good. I'm sure that Lisa will go all out for dinner. Cheers. You know, even with everything that we've been through, we really are lucky. I mean, we have a second chance to get our lives back where they belong. Daryl and Carolyn, well, they've run out of chances.
Yes.
Kim, you didn't mention anything about Susan leaving when you arrived.
Well, I really didn't see any point. I mean, we both know what our situation is and that we have a lot of things to work out. Besides which, this is our special day. I only have one thing to say. Happy anniversary.
Okay, I think this is the right one. Okay. Okay, now listen, you know, when you get to Des Moines, if you're feeling cut off or anything at all, call me. If there's anything I can do, call me.
Okay.
Just take one day at a time, okay? Take care of yourself. Here, I'll get this.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll take it over to the plane.
All right.
I'll be thinking about you. It'd be hard not to in my condition. Take this. I'll take care of both of them for you.
Thank you, Franny.
Oh, take this.
Daryl, look, I know it's not going to be any comfort to you. I want you to know that the police are going to do everything they can to find the people that broke into your house.
Yeah, you know, I don't think they're responsible for what happened to Carolyn.
What do you mean?
Well, it's hard for me to put this into words, Tom, but I think Arthur is responsible for Carolyn's death.
Why?
Look, his family business was in trouble. He'd taken 2 loans from Carolyn, one for $100,000. Now, that IOU he signed was in the safe until last night. I can't prove this, but yesterday he and Carolyn had a very heated argument. I think he was scared that Carolyn was going to ask for the money back. He hired someone to break into the house and steal that IOU out of the safe.
You are talking murder now. Do not voice this to anyone else.
Oh. I gotta go. Safe trip.
Bye-bye.
Fanny, I have to know is it the same for you?
Please don't ask me.
Please, I just told you that I've fallen in love with you. I need to know if it's the same for you.
I'm on my way to the airport. Is there anything new in the case so I can tell Carolyn's family?
No. None of the items that Mr. Crawford reported stolen were in that warehouse.
Well, I'm not surprised. I keep telling you that robbery was not the motive for what happened last night.
Yeah, well, we need more to go on than just your suspicions, Mr. Claiborne.
I told you, Carolyn asked Darrell for a divorce, so he would not be able to maintain his style of living any longer.
Well, I mean, they seem so happy. Why would they suddenly want a divorce?
Because Darrell was infatuated with another woman, and she knew it.
Do you know her name, this other woman?
Yes, and I'm sure you both know her since she's related to the district attorney.
And who might this be?
A young woman named Franny Hughes.